girl.
Police are searching for Layla Camoria Jones. This is a picture of her right here. She was last seen on Tuesday. Let's get right to WFMY News 2's Avery Powell for more on the search for Layla. Avery.
Winston-Salem police say they are still in the very early stages of this investigation, but here's what we know right now about this Amber Alert. Police are looking for Layla Camoria Jones. Take a look at your screen right now. She is a black 13-year-old girl who is about 5 feet tall. She was reported missing Tuesday and was last seen on North Patterson Avenue wearing a yellow hoodie sweatshirt, dark blue jeans, and either black Nike slides or tie-dye Crocs. Investigators do not know whether Jones would be in a car or walking. We have been in contact with her mother, but she spent the last several hours talking with police. We are working to try to hear from her and get more information from police as well. Now, a list of criteria must be met before an Amber Alert gets issued. The missing person must be 17 years old or younger, believed to have been abducted, and not taken by a parent unless the child is in danger or the parent is not allowed to be with that child. Also, the child cannot be believed to be a runaway or voluntarily missing, and the abduction has been reported to and investigated by a law enforcement agency. If you know anything about where Jones is, call Winston-Salem Police or Crime Stoppers. We are working to get more information, and once we do, we will relay that to you on air and online at WFNYnews2.com.
Avery, thank you. A father in Greensboro faces second-degree murder charges in the death of his son. Police say on November 20th, they responded to Creekstone Court after a 911 call about a fall. Officers found 19-year-old Raymond Fernandez with traumatic head injuries, and EMS took him to the hospital in critical condition. He passed away 7 days later. Police now say Fernandez's father, Alexander Fernandez, assaulted his son. The motive is still unclear.
Authorities are searching for the parents of the teen accused of a fatal shooting at a Michigan high school. Michigan prosecutors announced James and Jennifer Crumbly have been charged in connection to that shooting.
Prosecutors say James purchased a 9mm pistol just after Thanksgiving. Police said the shooting suspect, Ethan Crumbly, was with his dad when the gun was bought. Prosecutors added Mom posted to Facebook saying the gun was Ethan's Christmas present.
A teacher reported Ethan for using his phone to search for ammunition online. That's according to prosecutors. The parents were notified by email and voicemail, but did not respond to school officials. Text messages between Ethan and his mother showed Jennifer saying, quote, "I am not mad at you," and quote, "You have to learn not to get caught," after the teacher reported him. The prosecution adds the school ordered Ethan's parents to enroll him in counseling 2 days after the incident, after a drawing was found with a semi-automatic handgun and a bloody body. Ethan's parents failed to ask him if he had the gun with him in school and sent him back to class. Prosecutors say after news of the shooting, Jennifer texted her son saying, "Ethan, don't do it." 15 minutes later, James called 911 and reported the gun missing and warned first responders his son was possibly the active shooter. The parents are charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. A man is charged for hitting a bus and running away from police. High Point police say Derek Fogel sideswiped a school bus at East Fairfield Road and Belmont Drive. There were 2 students and the bus driver on board. Thankfully, no one was injured. Fogel's car ended up in a ditch after hitting the bus, and he ran away from the scene, then hitched a ride. Police were able to pull over the car and arrest him. He now faces multiple charges, including driving with a revoked license.
Guilford County voters will see a $1.7 billion bond proposal on the March ballot. The purpose? To rebuild and repair several dilapidated schools. Last night, county commissioners voted to put the bond to voters to decide. They also passed a resolution on how to fund it. The plan involves increasing the sales tax by 1/4 cent. Guilford County voters can expect to see the proposal when they go to the polls in March.
Duke Energy electric customers should expect to see a new charge on monthly bills. The upcharge covers $1 billion in bonds used for storm repairs in 2018 and 2019. Customers will see a roughly $2.40 increase for the average Progress customer and a 50-cent increase for a similar Duke Energy Carolinas customer. The General Assembly gave Duke Energy permission to issue the bonds to get reimbursed rather than go through the normal rate case requests with state regulators.
The Grindstone fire at Pilot Mountain is now 95% contained. The NC Forest Service believes a campfire in an unauthorized location started the wildfire. At this point, investigators haven't determined who's responsible. Crews are back out now to continue getting that fire under control. It's still not clear when the park will reopen.
And remember, we are under a statewide burn ban. That means all open burning is prohibited, including campfires. If you violate that burn ban, you could be fined $100 plus $183 in court cost. You are allowed to use your grill or a contained commercial fire pit as long as no local ordinances are in effect.
Well, then that begs the question, when will we see some rain? And we do have a couple of mentions of that in our 7-day forecast. We'll get to that in a minute. It's not in the short term, I'll tell you that much. 72 degrees. Boy, is it comfortable out there. 73 in High Point, 75 Winston-Salem. The record high for this date was 73. We did hit that at one point today. We're still waiting for the official word in to see if we went above that or not. So we at least tied the record today. Warm weather stays with us tonight, mostly clear 48. That's a mild overnight low for this time of the year. And you're looking at 71 tomorrow. A beautiful Saturday, a tale of two different days for your weekend. Saturday in the 70s, and it's interesting, in our 7-day we have one day in the 70s and some other days in the 40s, so we're all over the place in our 7-day forecast. Now when you look at the satellite and radar combo here, not a lot to see, right? High pressure in control clearing us out. In fact, you have to go all the way up to Pennsylvania to see anything in the way of precipitation, and really central Georgia for cloud cover. So for us, we are fairly clear. Now we see the warmer air coming in around that high pressure. That'll be the case for your Saturday, but on Sunday, when this front starts to move to the south, we're ushering in much cooler air. Big changes between Saturday and Sunday. Here's your 7-day forecast. Warm tomorrow, kind of sunny to partly cloudy, 71. 56 though on Sunday, big drop in temperatures there, 15 degrees. And then 64 Monday with a slight rain chance, but the best rain chance 60% on Wednesday. That is a cold, rainy day. 49 for the high both Tuesday and Wednesday, but Wednesday has rain, Tuesday dry. Thursday, 20% chance of a morning shower, then clearing, and then Friday, partly cloudy and 62.
You've heard the saying, a small gesture of kindness can go a long way. A Greensboro woman is on a mission to find two good Samaritans who she says helped her mother after she took a fall in a grocery store parking lot Monday afternoon. Jennifer Chrisman says her 78-year-old mother was alone loading her groceries into her car in the parking lot of Lowe's Foods on New Garden Road when her foot got stuck and intertwined in the shopping cart wheel, causing her to fall to the ground. After screaming for help, she says a man and a woman came to her mother's rescue.
Once they got her sitting down in the driver's seat, they refused to leave until she quit crying and until she could breathe normal and until she felt okay.
Chrisman says she would like to thank and find the two customers who helped her mother. She took to the Nextdoor app describing the event. The post is gaining a lot of traction with hundreds of users reacting.
So many have stated that this has really made their day, that they loved hearing this, that there are still good people in this world. And to myself and my family, these two individuals were not just human, they were my mom's guardian angels.
Her mother, Rosemary Young, also wants to give thanks.
It's just heartwarming, and to know there are good people there, because you really feel like the world is so bad. You know, people are so mean. I'm sorry. And then you have total strangers helping you. It makes you feel good that there are good people. Not everybody's bad.
They are just hoping to get the word out there to find the two people who helped, and they want to encourage others to do something nice for someone else. So as we say, that small gesture really can go a long way.
So touching.
I mean, so actually this happened to my grandmother. She fell in the Target parking lot back home, and all these strangers just came immediately to her to make sure she was okay. They called my mom for my mom to come out there and help her. And it just shows, like, even though everything that's happened in the past year, you might not get along with someone, but at the end of the day, I think that we truly are all humans at heart, and we all have a heart that we want to show to others.
I think we look for these signs. You know, we
Yeah.
look for these people and these things that happen that kind of restore our faith a little bit. Because let's face it, the news is sometimes bad, and we have to report that because everybody needs to know what's going on. That's not good, but it's nice to know we still have good Samaritans out there.
And to remind people there is some good going around,
Yes.
because a lot of people could have walked straight past her, you know, but so it's nice that those two individuals helped her out. And if you're seeing this story right now, hopefully we can help you get in contact with this mother and daughter.
Yeah, I can't even fathom walking past a
Yeah.
elderly lady and not, that just, I don't
And not
get
helping.
it.
Yeah.
Don't get it, yep. All right, we're gonna take a short break and we'll be right back.
Hi, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The big game is almost here. Wake Forest football heads down to Charlotte today to get ready for tomorrow's ACC championship game against Pittsburgh. WFMY News 2's Amanda Ferguson has more from head coach Dave Clawson ahead of this big game. Amanda?
Stacey, head coach Dave Clawson talked to us this morning before the team hit the road to head to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Now that he's watched the film all week and knows what Pitt can do, he can tell us more about this matchup. The Panthers have the ACC Player of the Year on their team, Kenny Pickett. He's clearly not doing everything alone. Coach Clawson says he has a lot of weapons around him and some underrated players on that roster. However, Wake Forest has the league's Coach of the Year on the sidelines in Dave Clawson. Coach getting the recognition yesterday, telling us about it today.
I've hired a great staff. I have a football team that bought in. I have a wonderful family that's incredibly supportive of what I do. And when you have a great staff, a bought-in football team, and a great family, good things happen. And it just so happens that my name goes on the award, but that is clearly a program, staff, and team award. And, you know, I'm certainly grateful that they recognized us, but it's certainly a we, not a me award.
Number 18 Wake Forest and number 17 Pittsburgh meet up tomorrow night. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. with an ACC championship title on the line.
So I was just looking this up, and the spread on the game is only 3 points, which means they're basically saying this is anybody's game. Super even, and I think even the over-under of the total number of points, they're thinking 71, so it'll be a high-scoring game and very tight.
Very entertaining for the fans as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all want Wake Forest to win, them being a local school, but Amanda, who do you think? Do you think Wake Forest
I don't know, because both of these teams are so good. So we'll see what happens out there. I mean, you got the ACC Coach of the Year going up against the ACC Player of the Year, so only one of them can win.
It's going to be tight, and I think it's going to be one of those games where the last one to score, you know, that kind of thing, because they're both really strong offensively, and so that's the point. I think they'll both be able to score on the other team. It's just who has the ball last.
Gonna be a nail biter.
It will be.
That means it's going to be a good game. And can't you watch it right here?
Yeah.
On News 2?
We won't have that game here, and the game's actually going to be very late, but we will have it in the morning on Sunday morning for
That's
you.
very good. Are you going, Amanda? Do you
Yes.
get to? Oh, see,
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. So jealous. All right. Well, we'll see what Amanda has for us on that game. Stick around. Dry conditions for us, and we do see some relief, but we have to wait really till next week to get any real rain. Wednesday, by the way, probably the best chance of rain. Looking out right now at our satellite and radar combo, not a lot to see. High pressure still in control. So if we go out to a wider shot, you see some cloud cover in the deep south and a little bit of precipitation in Pennsylvania, maybe the D.C. area are moving in that direction. Nothing really over the mid-Atlantic states. We'll see the high pressure keep us clear and really warm, because the wind cycling around that high will bring our winds in out of the southwest. Now on Saturday we'll start to see some changes in the short term. We'll see highs still in the low 70s tomorrow, but then by the time Sunday rolls around, this front goes to the south and high temperatures go from probably 70, 71 tomorrow to 56 on Sunday. Big changes. Frontal boundaries, there are a couple of them that'll be skirting by over the next little bit, so we'll look for some rain chances, but again, it's not until next week. So a warmer afternoon on Saturday. There's your 71 we talked about. Lows are still in the mid to upper 40s. That's not bad. And then we're looking at 56 on Sunday. By the time we get to our late into the 7-day forecast, you see things are all over the place. Monday 64, slight chance of rain, but Tuesday, Wednesday, there's the reality setting in. 49 for Tuesday and Wednesday, lows in the 30s. We're going to see Wednesday the best chance of rain. That will be a 60% chance. Thursday 20% and 57, clearing out by next Friday in a high temperature of 62. All right, so 22 days and counting. And if you've lived here any length of time, you know that it's time for One Triad Business to kick off their toy drive. It's a big deal. Ward Black Law has been teaming up with the U.S. Marines for 14 years, collecting toys for kids all across the area. Today was their kickoff. I spoke with Janet Ward Black about this event and why they do it.
we're extraordinarily grateful for our men and women in service. And so it gives us an opportunity to support the Marine Corps in what they're doing. And then there's so many children in poverty here in the Triad. And it gets people to have the opportunity to do something wonderful and anonymously on Christmas morning to brighten a child's day. So it's just a wonderful combination of the two.
Now, the drive runs through December 10th, but the impact that it has on families in the Triad is huge, just like the number of toys they collect.
Last year, the Marines collected 24,000 toys for the 4 counties in our area. They need even more this year, so we would appreciate any donations.
Wow, 50,000 toys?
I know, it's a lot, but and they do a lot with this. So today was the initial kickoff, and on that day, they have Marines in full uniform greeting cars as they drive by their offices on Wendover Avenue, trying to get people to come in and donate. But the donations can happen at any time. You can stop by their address there, and then we've linked you to their website on this story on WFMYnews2.com.
50,000 sounds like a huge number, but we know the Triad, we know how to step up, and so when you're at Walmart or when you're out shopping, just grab a book, grab a ball. It can really be that simple.
It's easy.
Yeah, you'll make a kid's dreams come true this Christmas, which is so important. And guys, you see that 22 days until Christmas.
All of a sudden, our producer in the middle of the newsroom today, nobody was saying a word, just went, I've got a Christmas shop.
I do too.
I know you do too, that's right.
There's a couple that I need to get, but for the most part, I'm good to go.
No, y'all just put mine on my desk. It'll be fine from you.
Okay.
I'm sure, Chilton.
Next story. No, just playing.
You know
I'm going to get y'all some.
I'll just bring you a Mountain Dew. How about that?
That'll work. Diet. Make sure it's diet.
Sounds good.
My wife did not hear that. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I don't drink soda.
All right, friends, you've made it to Friday, and that means it's time to see what you're thankful for this week with our Tell Me Something Good segment.
Take a deep breath and sit back. I know you are multitasking, fixing supper, planning your weekend, but if you take just the next couple of minutes for some reflection, I know you'll feel refreshed and recharged. I asked you on my Facebook page, Mega Malaris News, to tell me something good, big or small, that happened in your life recently.
Penny's grandson celebrated his first birthday. Billy got to see his grandson, who has been away for 3 years in service. Patsy's physical therapist said she's making good progress. Phyllis addressed and already mailed her Christmas cards. Michelle said a few of her students made the cheerleading squad and the basketball team. Pat has a new great-grandson named Cole. Kim has a new granddaughter born November 22nd. Duncan got a raise. Shay finally got her car back after 2.5 months in the body shop. And Tracy was able to spend a few days with her grandbaby over Thanksgiving. She thinks he shares her love of Christmas.
So
tiny Santa suit. That's
Yes.
the cutest ever.
I love that.
All right, so what's our good stuff?
All right, my good stuff, I have to say Thanksgiving, because like I said, this was my first Thanksgiving where I didn't have to work, and my first Thanksgiving on the East Coast in like 6 years. So got to see my family, got to go down to South Carolina as well, see my grandparents, uncles and aunts, and they're like, here's my niece I haven't seen in 10 years, but not really, but they were just being funny.
Well, so mine is that so last weekend I really wanted to get the tree up and we didn't, and then life. So now, tomorrow, we're getting our tree, and I can't wait. That's one of my favorite things to do at Christmas.
That's always a
putting the
fun
tree up.
tradition.
Well, I guess we haven't done Tell Me Something Good in a couple weeks. So a couple weeks ago, my parents visited, and then the following weekend, we went up to see my in-laws and like that side of the family. And it was just so nice to have everyone together in one place after a year of not really being able to do that. As far as this week, though, I'm on team no sleep. So I'm just happy. You know, I'm happy to be here.
Hashtag no sleep.
I'm gonna get you a Starbucks gift card.
Yes.
For Christmas.
That's what we need.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the perfect gift for you.
We'll go in together.
I'll take
on
it.
that. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll see you in about 2 minutes. We'll pay some bills.
Hello, friends. Ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together like a classic.
Our top story, the search for a missing girl in Winston-Salem. An Amber Alert has been issued for 13-year-old Layla Jones.
Police say she was last seen on Tuesday in the 3000 block of North Patterson Avenue. Police aren't sure where she's headed or how she may be traveling. Layla is a black female standing 5 feet tall and weighs approximately 117 pounds. Take a really good look at her picture here. If you have any information, you are asked to call the police department at this number, 336-773-7700.
The Omicron variant has been detected in at least 6 states now. At least 10 total cases have been reported in the U.S., but federal health leaders continue to stress this variant is a cause for concern, not panic. The variant has been found in New York, California, Hawaii, Minnesota, and Colorado, and most recently Nebraska. Just one day after the first known U.S. case was found in California, tests showed the variant had infected at least 5 people in New York City and 6 in Nebraska. A man from Minnesota was the second reported case in the U.S. He had traveled to Manhattan in late November. Officials reported another case in a Colorado woman who recently traveled to southern Africa, and an unvaccinated Hawaii resident with no recent travel history also has the variant, according to state health officials.
For the second day in a row, our state's coronavirus hospitalizations have been above 1,200. They're the highest numbers we've seen in more than a month. The last time we topped 1,200 was in early November, as our numbers were coming down off the spike caused by the Delta variant. 2 weeks later, we bottomed out at just over 1,000 patients. It's easy to see our numbers have now been gradually going back up.
It's probably likely that you've woken up one morning with your eye kind of looking like this: red, painful, and itchy. Conjunctivitis, or commonly known as pink eye, is highly contagious, and doctors say they're seeing a surge in cases. Shell Jeffrey is a physician assistant at Novant Health. She says while her practice hasn't seen an influx of cases, she's not surprised that it's going around.
The bacteria that cause pink eye are the same bacteria that would, say, cause a sinus infection. So as we're entering the winter months, people are inside more, people may be having more sinus infections. It may be easier then to develop and transmit the pink eye.
We've all heard the myths of how you can get pink eye, but we don't even want to mention those on air because, well, honestly, it's just too gross. But Jeffrey put those rumors to rest.
You can pick it up really anywhere. And then if you touch your eye, you could put the bacteria into your eye. So washing your hands very frequently, especially before you do anything with your eyes.
Now that's with the bacterial kind. There are actually 3 kinds of pink eye. I didn't know this. They're bacterial, viral, and allergic. To prevent the bacterial and viral kinds, just wash your hands a lot. And if you get it, you'll want to wipe down commonly touched surfaces, throw out your old makeup, and clean your bed sheets. Doctors can also prescribe you antibiotic drops to alleviate those symptoms.
All right, today was an absolutely beautiful day to be outside, which means there's a really good chance that today or tomorrow you or your neighbors may be mowing the grass. How does that sound to you?
I'm not mowing anymore. I quit. I'm done for the year.
All right, some people love the smell of fresh cut grass.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not so
Makes
much.
me
Me
think of
neither. 'Cause
summer.
makes me sneeze.
Yeah, same.
The thing that people don't like is when people cut the grass at a specific time. Do you guys have thoughts on that?
I do. When I'm trying to take a nap and I hear.
So it's not good at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's also not good at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I think I think it needs to be kind of a either late morning, midday kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but then again, like when it's really hot in the summer, obviously I understand why people get up really early. So it's colder or cooler in the morning to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, well for the most part, the majority of folks use gas-powered lawnmowers, but a new law in California could change all of that. I want you to take a look. California is now the first state to ban the sale of gas-powered lawn equipment by 2024 in an effort to curb emissions. Consumers can still use their gas-powered lawnmowers in 2024, but any brand new equipment purchased will have to be electric, which has its downside.
Doesn't last as long, right? So we use a battery, it only lasts me like 20-30 minutes, and then after that I have to go charge it.
According to the California Air Resources Board, using a commercial gas-powered lawnmower for an hour is like driving from LA
to Las Vegas.
We'll see how manufacturers react. I think the easier that manufacturers make it for other states to adopt the same sort of ban, the more states will do it.
We'll have to wait and see about that. But speaking of electric and phasing out gas, California also requiring all new cars and trucks sold in California to be zero emission by 2035.
Wow. I'm not surprised. I think that eventually all of us will be driving electric cars.
Well, they're going to have to do some improvements on the battery. You have to take like a Tesla battery and put it in my riding lawnmower because I have a big backyard. It's not going to work.
No, I hear you. And that 2024 date is a little bit closer, so
Yeah.
we'll see if things start phasing in or out over the next couple of years. We'll just have to see how it plays out nationwide. Eric?
All right, let's talk about our forecast with big changes coming up. Not so much from today to tomorrow, but it's when we go from Saturday to Sunday. That's when you're going to see about a 15-degree drop in high temperatures from one day to the next. It's crazy. 72 degrees in Greensboro right now, 75 in Winston-Salem, high point at 71, 73 in Asheboro. If you're thinking this is unusual, you would be correct. In fact, we at least tied the record. We're still waiting for the official climate info to come in from the Climate Center, but we were at 73 at one point today, and that was our record high, so we tied it at least, and we'll see if we hit 74. Tonight, overnight lows going down to 48, mostly clear, not as cold. 71, another great day on Saturday. Winds are going to pick up a little bit out of the southwest and then shifting with the passage of the front. And then we'll see a huge change as we go into Sunday. In fact, from Saturday to Sunday, it's just going to be a big jump. Look at that. 71 tomorrow, 56 on Sunday. At least the winds won't be as bad on Sunday, we don't think. But a cooler day, of course, and a few extra clouds ahead of a system that'll skirt by. So long range, after we get past that weekend, we're jumping around all over the place. Funny, in 1 7-day, we have one day with a high of 71. Couple of days with a high in the upper 40s. So 64 on Monday with a slight 20% chance of a shower. Tuesday, Wednesday, those are cold days. Lows in the 30s, highs in the upper 40s, struggling to see 50. And Wednesday's our best rain chance, 60%, but that's a cold, rainy day. 57 on Thursday and clearing in 62 on Friday.
Mickey and friends are back in Greensboro. Join Mickey and friends as they follow Captain Hook's treasure map to find Tinkerbell while Captain Hook tries to steal her magic. You can also catch Coco and Mona and so many more of your favorite characters. The show runs through Sunday at the Greensboro Coliseum. You can buy your tickets at DisneyOnIce.com or through the Coliseum's box office.
Love Disney on Ice, and this also got us thinking about our favorite Disney characters. So I asked you on my Facebook page who your favorite is. You can go ahead and let us know in the Facebook comments too. Diane says, I love them all. I have tickets and I'm taking my grandkids. My grandson is 3 and obsessed, and I do mean obsessed, with Mickey Mouse, so he's going to flip out. It's a surprise early Christmas present and we can't wait to see his face. Linda writes, Donald Duck has always been my favorite, even as a child. Goofy is a close second. Kimberly's favorites are Minnie Mouse and Tinkerbell. Jackie loves Thumper from Bambi, that's my aunt. And my other aunt, Sally, her favorite is Goofy. I'm obsessed with Disney, love it so much, but by far I think my favorite character, at least right now and has been for a little bit, is Rapunzel from Tangled.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
a
just
great
love
movie.
that movie. And I love Moana, and I love Frozen and The Lion King, and the list goes on and on.
You like all of them.
Yes, I do too, really. I can't pick one from all those Disney movies, but if you're talking about the original ones, I did like Mickey Mouse as a little kid, but I was a huge Winnie the Pooh fan when I was like five, 6, and 7, and technically that's Disney, so I love Winnie the Pooh.
I loved it too. I had the Winnie the Pooh overalls. I had Tigger overalls. Did you have those too? Those jumpers?
I probably did. I was very obsessed.
Yeah.
I
had several pairs of those, but I love Minnie. I'm gonna keep it classic. I had a Minnie bedspread when I was younger, and believe it or not, I actually have a pair of Minnie ears in my car right now.
Oh, in your car?
Yeah.
You should have worn them.
We'll wear those one day.
They've been back there for like a year since like last Halloween or something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to hear the Mickey voice, Eric.
Oh, that's right. I do this. So I do this for some of my friends' kids. They'll have me call them up, and I'm, hi, the big guy's in town right now. So I'll call them and do the voice for them. Yeah, they love that.
So fun. Well, keep telling us in the comments your favorite Disney character.
Get on Facebook, chat with us. Well, check out this piece of art. Can you guess what it is, y'all? What is this?
Ugh, I do not know.
It looks like gold.
Yeah, it is gold.
Is it?
Yeah, that's real
an
gold
old
right
piece of
there.
food.
But it's actually avocado toast.
What?
Yes, that is avocado toast. The art piece is called Who Wants to Live Forever? And it was made by German artist Tim Bingle. And it's made of 18-karat gold. Now, can you guess how much this costs?
Wait, if that's solid gold, then I don't know. That's a 7-figure piece of food.
Take a wild guess.
$1 million.
$1 million? Okay. Well, it's actually $2.9 million,
wow.
and this artwork was featured during the Miami Art Week this week.
Wait, is it edible?
It's not. So I thought it was at first.
Yeah,
I looked at it.
Coated it
yeah,
or something.
no, that's actually solid gold. What they did was they took an actual avocado toast sandwich and they did a 3D scan of it to use like as a mold for this.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a bagel sandwich.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Like these are like an everything bagel with seeds on it.
It's like a fancy avocado toast. I was reading about it. It has like bacon in it, like different things like that. But
gold bacon.
But who buys? Like, that's so unusual for me. I mean, how would you display that? Like, it's so odd looking.
I guess it's just to look at and admire the art. But he said it's supposed to represent millennials, like fitness.
Oh, the avocado toast thing was big for a while.
It's like
money
a crave or a craze.
Interesting.
Okay, well.
Well, if I have 2.9 million, I ain't buying it. I mean, I'm just going to tell you.
All right.
I'll be spending it on other things.
You'll be spending it on our Christmas
That's
gifts.
right. That's right.
Exactly.
Get you some new Minnie Mouse ears. That's what I'll do. In the gold, solid gold.
Yeah.
All right,
like
we'll
that.
take our break. We'll be right back. So, you know, buying the perfect gift for everybody on your list, that's really hard, especially when you're dealing with the staff at News 2. Let's be honest. Stacy's laughing at me. Let's just say it's a challenge. So here's what happens when you release me and producer Miles into the wild and you make us responsible for the whole Christmas list. All right, Miles, we got a lot of parents in the newsroom.
We do. So that means we got to think about the little ones. So the best place to start?
Let's do it right here.
Sheldon.
No, you did not hit a bullseye. Oh my.
It's better close though.
Josiah, are you listening? I have the perfect present for you to get your mom. All you do is take these, put them in her bed. She'll love it.
You know what I loved as a kid as a stuffed animal, right? These guys are so soft. Look at this. I could use some eucalyptus leaves.
2 presents for you. One for mom, one for the kid. Here you go. This is mom's. This is the kids.
I'd like to take a brief moment to offer my apologies.
I don't, what kid says that?
I'd like to take a brief moment to...
Oh, look at this. Personal growth. That's just, I know that would be, that, oh, Chad.
All right, so I know that, Tim likes weather. I mean, he's a weatherman, but I wouldn't describe him as angry. Maybe angry weather isn't the thing. Let's go with just weather, just regular weather.
Ah, yes, the perfect gift for a morning anchor.
This is gonna be for all of our on-air talent. So bougie.
All right, so I asked you, so that's what you shouldn't let Miles and I out together. I asked you on Facebook to tell me, what do you hate about shopping this time of the year? Here's what you had to say. Teresa said, rudeness of the public. She says, I do a lot of online shopping, but being a retail manager for 25 years, I had a rough time. Weekends, holidays, and too much time away from my sons. Wanda just said, the crowds. That's what she doesn't like. Cindy Ann says, never knowing what to get for somebody.
Yes.
That is a tough one. Candace says, returns, and there are a lot of them this year because, once again, I did all my shopping online. Nelda says, finding a parking place. I identify with you on that one. That drives me crazy. And then I love Jeffrey's response. What does he not like about shopping? The part where you have to shop.
Sounds like my husband.
I don't like shopping either.
I guess most guys really don't care for it.
I love online shopping.
Oh,
no, here comes Chad.
Oh, no.
Chad Silver, come
Look
on
who's
in.
here.
I don't have a microphone, but I'm gonna stay
He
close.
just walked up in here.
Growth? Are you kidding me?
We looked for maturity and we couldn't find it. She said you could do adulting book. That would be good for you.
Well, that's all right.
Get out.
We love you, Chad.
We love you.
You have your own show.
We'll see you at 6.
All right, we'll take a break. Well, if you had to identify with any of those books or anything in there, is there something you saw that you would like? I love the little buttons that say, in case you couldn't hear it, it was like, if you hit it, it says a different way to say no all the time. It's like, no way, stop that.
I liked that
for
one.
For parents, right. That's great.
The you look tired.
That's for you.
I
look
almost
tired.
said, I'll get this for Stacy, but I said, no, that's too rough.
Any of the gift cards?
Miles has all those.
Okay.
Miles.
He sits next to me, so I'll make sure to get mine.
I want my gift card.
So what we actually did is after that, we actually bought all the gifts for our Christmas party. So you'll see, there's some good stuff in there.
Looking forward to it. Me
I can't
too.
win because I'm hosting. All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back. Yeah, you see what it says at the bottom of the screen? Enjoy the warmth for one more day. That day would be tomorrow because we're seeing huge changes coming up. I talked about this earlier in the show, but it is unusual to have a 7-day forecast with one day at 71 and then 3 or 4 days later we're at 49, and those are high temperatures. We'll see some lows in the 30s too next week. Kind of cold, rainy Wednesday, just remember that. Here's what we see right now. It is anything but cold now. This is record-tying warmth at least. I know we hit 73 at one point today, so that was the previous record, so we tied it today. 72 in Greensboro right now, though. Burlington 72, High Point 69 degrees, 73 for Asheboro. Heading back to the north and west, Galax and Boone, still mild. I mean, imagine Boone at 66 degrees in the first week of December. That's how mild it has been. So tonight, 48 degrees. We will see mostly clear skies. It's not that cold. Notice winds out of the southwest 5 to 10. Normal, right? That's not too bad. But then tomorrow we'll start gusting up 10 to 15, maybe an isolated 20-mile-per-hour gust. And that makes it a little bit breezy. That 71 tomorrow may not feel quite like a 71 if the winds kick up a little bit. That'll make it feel a little bit cooler. Clear skies all across the Triad, but let's go out to a bigger picture here. And you can see a little bit of precipitation in southern Pennsylvania, and that's it for much of the East Coast at least, especially the mid-Atlantic states. Heading south, some cloud cover around the Atlanta area, but the next system that's closest to us to the south is all the way back in Texas, with Dallas seeing a little rain right now. Sandwiched between two high pressure systems with a clockwise flow around this high, means winds coming in like that, and then you see the other one down in the Gulf. Those will add up to bring us some warmer air, not only today and tonight, mild overnight lows, but for tomorrow at 71. Then just the opposite happens. See that cold front? That'll be moving through Saturday night. So Sunday is a world of difference from Saturday. So we'll go from 71 tomorrow to the mid-50s for Sunday. Here's what it looks like. Just a few clouds on Saturday with that warm afternoon. We'll have to check the record. I'm not sure what the record is on Saturday, but that is within reason of being a record high, but we'll see. Sunday, 56 degrees after a morning low of 44. And as we head into our 7-day forecast, you've got temperatures all over the place. It's a roller coaster. 64 on Monday, slight chance of a shower. Don't hold your breath on that one. But Tuesday, variably cloudy, 49. That's as warm as we get, and we hold that high into Wednesday, but add rain to it. A rainy, cold Wednesday. Thursday, 57 and a 20% morning shower, then gradual clearing. And Friday's partly cloudy with a high of 62. Our normal high should be in the mid-50s, so at least we go back above normal. But that's not as typical for us on a December to be like this.
Yeah,
that's usually spring and fall for us, not so much once we get into December.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but like when the temperatures are up and down like that, it always makes me sick. Like I always get nasally and my throat kind of hurts just because of the change so much.
I've been dealing with that too, and it's like I'll start the day off with this huge coat like zipped up to here, and then I'm like taking layers off as the day goes on.
I mean, this is really unusual. The 73 that we had today is really unusual. Obviously, if we tied a record, it's strange. Now, January is our coldest month of the year, and our averages go to 40s and 20s. So what we'll have next Wednesday is really more akin to a January day.
Well, I'm going to enjoy it while I can.
Yeah. I am too. I mean, I don't mind it at all. It is weird because it's like, it's Christmas season. You kind of expect to be like bundled up in a sweater, but I'm going to take advantage of being able to go out on a walk outside.
Was Arkansas warm? I would think it'd be warm at Christmas, right? Or, not, or at least mild.
Most of the time it was normal, but I remember a few Christmases ago when I was home, it was in the 70s on Christmas Day, and it was so weird because like I had a Christmas sweater planned out to wear, and I had to wear a short sleeve t-shirt because it was so hot outside.
That was me when I lived in Tampa. I lived in Tampa for 6 years, and the average temperature was like 75 to 80 around that time of the year, and that was hard for me.
I love that. I don't.
You do?
I love. This is like I would love it to be like this year round.
Me too.
I'll take 73 year round. Yeah, I think I would sacrifice, but I like cold at Christmas. It just seems right.
Yeah.
All right, we're off on our tangent. We'll be right back. It's 4:54 right now, just like the Good Morning.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Commander Torres Chapman, stationed on board the USS Essex. I'd like to give a Merry Christmas to my wife, Haley, and my son, Zeb. I love you and I miss you, and I'll see you soon.
Police have not said much about this investigation, but what we do know is
with 57 fire personnel on duty, the fire is beginning to dwindle down. Firefighters.
Yes.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Same seat? What?
Same seat, because my girl works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I guess y'all do.
Hi there, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina.
Second chair back, yeah.
Hi there, 1, 2, 3, 4, hi. I'm talking, but putting on lipstick. That's why I sound like this.
Hello, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing.
Hey, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's time for my 2 cents, and today I'm talking about an anniversary. Yesterday was an anniversary for me. It wasn't my anniversary with my wife or my employment or anything like that. It was the day back in 1944 that I debuted as the first mascot for UNC, the first person in the Ramses costume. They had never had that before. In fact, at that point, we were the only ACC school to not have a person in a costume. So they held auditions. Don't ask me how I got it, but I got it, and I can say I was the first one. So yesterday, I'm actually rewatching a Carolina basketball game that I had recorded, and I see this pop up at Twitter, and it was from the Ramses Twitter account, and it said that I was the first Ramses, and I couldn't believe it, and that was retweeted by UNC football and UNC basketball and all this. So I messaged back to them, did a little video message, told them how much it all meant to me and my family was. We were obsessed with Carolina basketball growing up. We had certain seats we sat in. We were superstitious. If they start losing, we changed seats. My mother used to keep the total points and fouls for players on both teams. She was like a statistician for us. It was a big deal in my family. My dad went there and I went there and all that. I bleed light blue. So it meant a lot to me that they retweeted that. And then lo and behold, I get followed by the athletic programs there. Big day for me. I just want to say thank you to all the Carolina family. And now there's a hashtag I know called RamFam for everybody that were Ramses I didn't even know existed. Thank you very much. Duke fans, I'm sorry, you can take your fingers out of your ears now. That's just my 2 cents, and that's your 4 to 5. WFMY News 2 at 5 starts now.